Good evening, I'm Mark Kiesling.
And I'm Julie Williams. Going to school during the pandemic has been tough, but since the pandemic started, you haven't had to pay back federal student loans.
And tonight, the Associated Press reports President Biden is set to forgive up to $10,000 per person in federal student debt. He will also extend a pause on payments until January. News 3's Danny Valle joins us live from SIU Carbondale. And Danny, this would be a welcome change for students.
Well, Mark, Julie, as you can hear behind me, I guess the clock has struck on the decision on whether or not we will see debt forgiveness. And according to multiple reports, we will see some sort of announcement tomorrow from President Joe Biden. And you know what, Mark and Julie, it will be a relief to millions of Americans across the country, and including two who I spoke to tonight. But there is skepticism amid that decision as well.
You might graduate next year and you have the debt. You know, what does that make you feel?
Like I'm gonna be pushed back some more. Like I feel like I need a better job to pay it off in time.
SIU junior and psychology major Micaiah Golden dreams of opening her own mental health facility in Chicago. The last couple of years, she hasn't had to pay back her student loan debt, now around $32,000, but that could end August 31st, when the moratorium on student loans is set to expire.
It'll slow down my education just a little bit, so I have to work instead of going to school.
Golden is one of 48 million Americans living with student loan debt, now at about $1.75 trillion. But there's talks President Joe Biden could gut $10,000 in student loans for borrowers making less than $125,000. But the question, could it worsen inflation? SIU economics professor Kevin Sylvester.
And so the concern is that further instances of this, where you're giving households more income, either directly or indirectly, that they would go out and spend a lot more. It's not clear that would happen.
Sylvester says loan forgiveness could lead people to spend more, creating more demand, less supply, and higher prices. However,
some families might decide to work on bringing down other debt, so they don't have to pay back the student loan. Maybe they pay back something else more quickly. And so you wouldn't see the demand for goods and services increase.
And for Micaiah Golden's best friend, Kamaya Sutton, a criminal justice major, loan forgiveness could help on her journey to being an attorney.
You go to school to be an attorney or a lawyer, that costs money too?
Yeah, that's more school.
That's more money. You can handle that?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I'm coming out with a good job. I'm coming out in a good career. So I think it would play off good, and I'll be able to, it'll help me.
Now, of those 48 million Americans who have student loan debt, 45 million are actually with federal loans. So big chunk of those people will be helped by tomorrow's announcement. And again, if this announcement comes to fruition, it would fulfill another promise from the Biden campaign. Reporting live on the SIU Carbondale campus, I'm Danny Valle, News 3.